Hello children, how are you all? This is Sridevi from Tal Padmavati International School, Varangal. Today I am back to teach you part 2 of lesson from grade 6 latitudes and longitudes. I hope you have observed and heard about the part 1 which was about all the latitudes and longitudes, about the globe, the parallel lines or the vertical lines, which are called as the latitudes and longitudes, or else the parallel lines or the meridians. We heard about the grid. We heard about degrees of latitudes and degrees of longitudes. We heard about the positive degrees and the negative degrees and much more about the topic. Now in this part 2 we are going to know more about these latitudes and longitudes. So let's try to understand what it is now. The important parallels of latitudes when comes with the parallel lines, these are of major latitudes from north to south, which are called as heat zones. They are Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle. So these are called as the heat zones on the earth. Latitudes are related to the temperature of the earth's surface, as the latitudes are mentioned to show the temperature on the earth's surface. As you know, planet is spherical in shape, so different parts of the earth receives different amount of heat from the sun. So as I told you, the heat zones, the 5 major parallel latitudes which you can see on the image: Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, and Antarctic Circle. Based on these important 5 major parallel latitudes, the heat zones are being divided. The heat zones are based on their different areas where the earth is in the spherical shape, so different part of the earth receives different amount of heat. So the center part, that is the equator part, is called as the torrid zone. Above that is called as the temperate zone, and to the poles called as the frigid zone. Here the torrid zone or else the tropical zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. What is the importance of this torrid zone? Torrid zone receives vertical rays of the sun throughout the year. Now the next zone, the temperate zone, lies between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the north and Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle in the south. These regions receive the slanting rays of the sun. As they are away from the torrid zone, the rays of the sun increases here. Now let's know about the frigid zone. This zone is beyond the Arctic Circle in the north and beyond the Antarctic Circle in the south. So as this zone receives very less heat of the sun, the region is extremely cold throughout the year. Now let's see about the longitudes. What are these longitudes? How they help us? As just now we heard that latitudes divide the earth into heat zones. In the same way, similarly, the longitudes divide the earth into time zones. Already we discussed well about longitudes and its degrees. Now let us know more about it in the detail. A longitude is an angular distance of a place east or west of prime meridian. Now what is this prime meridian? Already we discussed in the part 1, but it was a brief information. Now let's know more about it. The prime meridian is also a longitude that passes through Greenwich near London. To say exactly, totally there are 360 meridians of longitudes. All these meridians are of equal length, and the distance between them is not equal. Actually, they get closer from the equator to the poles. There is a relationship between longitudes and time. Now, as you know that when Earth rotates, every place has its sunrise and even sunset. Now, the Earth completes one rotation in approximately 24 hours, as you know very well. That means the Earth rotates 360 degrees in 24 hours. Or even I can say that the Earth travels an angular distance of 360 degrees in 24 hours. So in 1 hour, how much it travels or the Earth travels? That is 360 divided by 24 is equal to 15. So 360 divided by 24 gives rise to 15 degrees. That means the Earth rotates 15 degrees in an hour. Now let us take the example of India. The longitudinal extent of India is approximately 30 degrees longitude. So it is supposingly, let me tell you, if I take the easternmost end of India, that is Arunachal Pradesh, see that there is a sunrise in Arunachal Pradesh, and I can say that the time now there is 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. in the morning. After 2 hours, see the other end of the earth, that is towards the western end, people will see sun with the difference of time in after 2 hours. All this is because the longitudinal extent of India is 30 degrees, and you have seen the earth travel 15 degrees in 1 hour. So for 30 degrees it is going to be 2 hours. So I can say that in terms of local time, there will be a difference of 2 hours in India. And we in India don't go by local time. The reason behind it is, so we have a standard time, that is Indian Standard Time. And the standard meridian of India is around 82.5 degrees. Now the entire country follows local time. It would be difficult if it follows the local time. It would be different and confusing. So we have the IST, that is Indian Standard Time, and also a standard meridian. This standard meridian is 82.5 degrees east, passing through Allahabad, that is Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. In this way, all countries have their own standard times. Many of the countries have multiple timings, and different countries have different times. Even this also leads to confusion. So, maintain international uniformity in the whole world with one uniform time corresponding to the prime meridian, it is being adopted by all countries, and this is called the Greenwich Mean Time or GMT. Now from this GMT, the Indian time is at 82 degrees half. That means there will be a time difference of 5 hours, because if we travel 15 degrees, the time difference is 1 hour. 30 degrees means 2 hours. 60 degrees means 4 hours. And 75 degrees means 5 hours. So as according to Indian Standard Time, it is 82 degrees and a half. That means 5.5 hours. So if it is 12 noon at prime meridian, in India the time would be 5:30 p.m. So that's all from the lesson, children. I hope you understood. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.